How's it going, everybody? Doing okay this evening? Welcome to the Minutes with Milo show. It's Monday. It's March. Guess what? We're getting ready to spring ahead. It won't be till this coming weekend? We're going to spring ahead, jump ahead, go back into daylight savings time. Basically, we're going to screw with our time again and mess it all up like it messed it up however many months ago it was. Doesn't look like I'm putting out a bunch of. I see it. Let's turn that up. What? There we go. She's in the caution now. No sound. I got you no sound. How's that? I had to turn it up. I was down on the down low. Kind of slow. Is that better? I hope it is. I don't know what else to do with it. I see my little things going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Should be good. There you are. Yep. So, Monday, getting ready to go into springing ahead this coming weekend. Hey, Robert. So, get ready to jump your clocks ahead, lose an hour. I guess it's okay. I mean, let's see. I think we're going to be leaving. If you get up early and go to work early, I think you'll be going to work in the dark. But if I'm right, you'll be getting home earlier, and therefore it will be lighter, longer when you get home. Does that make sense? So like now, let's say it gets dark at 7. When you jump ahead, it's going to get dark at 8. It sucks. Can't we just lose another hour like fall? Why do you want to fall back? Robert wants to fall back again, so put us 2 hours behind daylight savings time. I think right now we're on standard time. So this is the way, maybe Tennessee's looking at keeping it all year. I don't know. Like I said, when we jump ahead, you'll have to get up an hour earlier so it'll be dark. But then when you come home an hour earlier, it should be extra evening time light. So you know what that means? It means you're going to be coming home and mowing the yard not too much longer. Not too much longer. So, something to look forward to. Woohoo! Mowing the yard. Biggest time killer. Yeah, gotta mow. Golly. I used to like mowing. Seemed like and it is a productive thing to do. It really is. I mean, immediate results. In my case, everybody's case, you ride or push. All right, so push, turn around and look behind you. Boom, grass is short. Immediate results. Get off the riding lawnmower, look across your yard. Looks like crap, but you know what? Technically, hopefully, it's all pretty much the same height. So, immediate results. You do something, you get rewarded, makes you feel good. But when you start mowing, it doesn't take long where I live. You're mowing twice a week. Twice a week, man. It sucks. But anyway, enough of that. So I was trying to think of what tonight's show could be about, and I thought we'd do like in my case, got a wrench on mine for an hour, then mow every time. All right, so my riding mower, we'll step back. Clay will understand this. I had a granny's mower, Craftsman mower. I started using it. It's a smaller mower than what I had, and mine's a Craftsman. So I used Granny's mower until that poor old beast just didn't hunt anymore. Now, I still have it. It would probably still run and probably still mow the grass, but it doesn't mow it even. It rattles. The engine's all loose in it. So I brought out my bigger mower, put a new carburetor on it because that old one was all messed up, and what would happen is you could get it started, and if you had to stop put gas in it or something, it never would start up hot. And it still has trouble with that, even with the new carburetor on it. Might be, I don't know, ignition maybe. Anyway, so started mowing with my big mower, and then it started eating belts. And I would put a deck belt on it, and I couldn't make it through the season without putting another one on it. And they're not cheap. So I think maybe I did some work on the deck. I cheated and swapped pulleys around. I think I got one new pulley. Did some adjustment on the way those things work. The pulleys when you put it in gear and everything. Hopefully, I've got it figured out. Maybe not. And I might have been buying the wrong belt. But at $15, $20 a pop, I can't afford to put those things. Can't afford to put stupid gas in it. And I probably said this before. Let's see. I'm catching up on my work for me. Got to mow. My case got a wrench on mine for an hour. Yeah, that's what I was getting at. Clell said that. I'll be mowing and the belt will fly off. I had to stop and put the belt on. Wild onions need mowing now, Robert says. Just go out there and pick them. Go out there, dig them up, and eat them. Show them who's boss. If you want to prevent wild onions from going in your yard, you go out there and you dig some up and eat them raw right there. And show those other onions you don't want them around. They'll take care of all that. They'll go away. Go to somebody else's yard. A bearing or something is out of line. On mine, probably. And that's why I said that maybe it might be a story, long story. But I think I was putting maybe the wrong size belt. I may have talked to Robert about it because at work I was complaining. It would pull chunks. It's a V belt. So it would pinch the middle and pull chunks out. And then it would strip it all back just to the very back flat piece where the ribbing, the fibers wove into the back of those belts. And then it would just fly apart. Brand new belts. Anyway, I think I may have it figured out. Who knows? So, let's get back on track. I thought tonight might be a fact-finding mission. Just crazy facts. And not necessarily one that I pick out, but we'll find some. We'll just go on the hunt for stupid, crazy, weird things to talk about. And I think I found one while I was just going through. All right, and we'll start out with this one. So, let me get my eyeballs on here so we can read. And get my screen showing capabilities up here. And let me change this dude. Those are fun facts. Where is it? Come on. Wild bird. Oh, here we go. All right. So we're going to start out with fact 17. Shrink me down to my little grass shack. Boom. Okay. Here. Fact 17. This is off the website parade.com. Parade Fun Facts. All right. Wombats are the only animals whose poop is cube shaped. This is due to how the intestines form the feces. That's poop for you people out there that don't know feces. The animals then stack the cubes of feces poop to mark their territory. And this is credited to the BBC.com. Yeah, I had to see it. I had to see it. So here we go. Wombat square poop. Wombats are kind of cute. They're kind of cute and cuddly. Well, look at it. Look at it. Look how cute that thing is. And it poops square cubes. You could freeze and make wombat poop ice cubes. There's got to be a market for something like that. Tell me there's a market for frozen wombat cubed poop. I bet you it's against the law to have one as a pet. You know, they'd probably wombat your butt. There it is. Look, looks like little baby charcoal briquettes. That's what it looks like. Oh, there's some stack. Marking his territory. This little guy, maybe his stack got knocked over by a competitive wombat. Oh, do we have to get that close? Oh, wow, that's even closer. Looks like it's got like, I don't know, a little maggot something in there. Oh, now see, that's better. That doesn't even look like poop. That looks like little rocks. Oh, look at its nose. That's kind of weird. It's got one of those things that looks like it would open like this. Like an alien mouth or something. All right. So, wombat secrets. They poop square poops. What do we know about wombats? Let's just see what we know about wombats. Let's take the poop out. What do we know? Here we go. We know what Wikipedia knows. Wombats are short-legged, muscular, quadrupedal marsupials of the family something, I don't know, that are native to Australia. Living species are about 40 inches in length with small stubby tails and weigh about 40 to 77 pounds. Holy bejeebies, man. They're adaptable and habitat tolerant and are found in forest, mountains, heartland areas of southern and eastern Australia, including Tasmania, as well as an isolated patch of about 740 acres in the Epping Forest National Park, central Queensland. Huh. I mean, they look. Wombats dig extensive burrow systems with their rodent-like front teeth and powerful claws. One distinctive adaptation of wombats is their backward pounce. The advantage of a backward-facing pounce is that when digging, the wombat does not gather soil in its pouch over its young. Oh, not pounce, pouch. Dummy. That's me. I'm reading it. It's all mine. So, as a marsupial, like a possum, they have a pouch. All right. Wombats leave distinctive cubic feces. As wombats arrange these feces to mark territories and attract mates, how does a stacking your poop? Are you the best poop stacker wombat around? Isn't that where you get the ladies? Or maybe she stacks her poop and he says, hey, you know what? Babe, you're a good poop stacker. I think me and you ought to be mates. It's believed that the cubic shape makes them more stackable. Hello. Less likely to roll. Yeah. Which gives this shape a biological advantage. Why? Why does poop give you a biological advantage? I have no idea. No idea. Going into reproductive organs here, man, this is just getting too far out for me. I would like to see how, something as, well, see, it looks cute, but 77 pounds worth of wombat? Oh, here we go. Waddle the wombat. It looks like a big groundhog now that I see. Let's see if we can get some more images. Yeah. Now that, oh my gosh. Look at the size of this. Oh man, those are big sized things. Damn. He looks like he would eat you up right there. Well, they're daggone dogs. Wow. That's something. That's crazy. All right. So, fact 17 we come across wombats have square poop. And they could make decent pets, I guess, man, you know. Wombat dog? What do you mean, wombat dog? Oh, wombats get big, man. Check out this guy here. Look at that. Holy cow. And they have like, what they call, rodent teeth. So they probably got like, you know, two in the front, two up underneath there. Yang, 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 yang. Man. All right. Go back to some fun facts. Bats are the only mammals that can actually fly. Okay, that sounds about right. Elephants can't jump. I could go with that. I had a show on the duckbill platypus, and I didn't think this ever came up. The platypus doesn't have a stomach at all. Their esophagus goes straight to their intestines. I know that was not in the facts that I had. Polar bears have black skin. And actually their fur isn't white, it's see-through, so it appears white as it reflects light. You would think the polar bear would want to absorb light and maintain heat. If it has black skin and see-through hair, wouldn't it make sense that the light would come through and then heat its skin instead of the hair reflecting light? I would like to challenge the scientists on this fact. Any scientists out there, you give me a call. We'll go toe to toe on this. If the polar bear's fur or hair is see-through, that means the sun can come through it. And if he has black skin, the skin's going to absorb the heat. That's going to make him warmer instead of reflecting light. That's my theory, and I'm sticking to it. Tiger skin is actually striped, just like their fur, and no two fur patterns are alike. And that also means no two skin patterns are alike. Huh. Tiger skin is actually striped. I knew this. Flamingos aren't born pink because of what they eat. Here's a little known fact. Psycho was the first movie to show a toilet flushing. Now, I had heard that Psycho was the first movie to ever show a lady, or maybe any person, but specifically a lady, not fully naked in the shower, but in the shower. In the shower. Think about it. That shower, famous shower scene. One of the most famous movie lines in history was never said. We often quote, "Play it again, Sam," from Casablanca, but the real line is, "Play it, Sam. Play as time goes by." Are we sure? All right. I don't care about people watching the soccer. There are no muscles in your fingers. Their function is controlled by muscles in your palms and arms. Well, we all know that the hardest working muscle in your body is the heart. It's impossible to hum while holding your nose. I don't think that's right. I'm not going to try it because it'll probably make me sneeze. Oh, I'm getting some caution. Skip frames and frames missed due to rendering. If it starts to skip really bad or something, holler at me. Let me reset that and see what's going on with those. Earth's circumference, blood vessels laid end to end. I don't believe this. And oh man, it just like spiked red. What in the devil's going on? I don't have anything unusual going, I don't think. It says, according to recent research, the human nose can distinguish at least 1 trillion different odors. I don't believe that in a minute. Let's see. So there's not one letter Q in any U.S. state name. The only letter in the alphabet to be missing. J and Z are only represented once each in New Jersey and Arizona. So no state contains the letter Q. And I just peaked red again. I don't know why. Long facts. Mary Shelley wrote Frankenstein when she was 18 during a ghost story competition while staying in Switzerland with writers Percy Shelley, her lover, and Lord Byron. German chocolate cake does not come from Germany. It was named for a person, Sam German, who created a type of baking chocolate for bakers in 1852. Hawaiian pizza was created in Ontario, Canada by Greek immigrant Sam Panopoulos in 1962. Almost all commercially grown artichokes come from California. One town in particular, Castroville, is named the artichoke capital of the world. Now, I like me some artichoke hearts. I really do. The different colors of Fruit Loop cereal all taste the same. They're not individual flavors. This crap's hitting the fan. I can't maintain 30 frames per second. I'm all about 11%, almost 9% loss. I bet this looks like crap, doesn't it? Let's get that out here then. Let's see what happens. Let me flip this back to just a Google search. It looks fine, you say. According to my stats, it's like freaking me out, man. Oh, hello, this is your co-pilot. Can you stop that? Oh my gosh. I done messed it up, man. Let's see. Let's do another search. Fun facts. All right, let's do fun facts everyone should know. Still freaking out. 21 frames per second. Currently connected to that. Not Wi-Fi in it. I'm wired in. What is this junk? American flags left on the moon will eventually get bleached white by the sun. While they are hibernating, bears do not urinate. Their bodies convert waste into protein. So how come we can't have bears like go in space and convert waste into protein for us? And they could just eat bears. White-faced capuchin monkeys greet each other by sticking their fingers up each other's noses. Gummy bears were originally called dancing bears. Some of this I just don't believe. The yo-yo was originally a weapon used in the Philippine jungle. I mean, I could see that. You get hit in the head with one thrown hard, yeah, I could see that. FDR's portrait was on the dime because of his association with the March of Dimes charity. Shoes that were specific to the left and right were not made until the Civil War. Really? I find that hard to believe, man. I find that hard to believe. Huh. Lightning kills about 10,000 people a year worldwide, more people than tornadoes or flooding. That's crazy. Hmm. African lions catch about 20% of the prey they chase. Dragonflies catch 95%. Hmm. Amazon.com was originally called a catabra, something. That's okay. Rabbits can see behind them without moving their heads. Look at that cute little bunny. Mistletoe has no scent. Huh. Chihuahua and a dachshund mix is a Chiweenie. I know that. I own one. There's no seagulls in Hawaii. Why not? That makes no sense. We have seagulls a certain part of the time here in Tennessee. Why are there none in Hawaii? Why are there no seagulls? This is something I got to find out about. Let's see. Why are there no seagulls in Hawaii? The main reason why there are no seagulls in Hawaii is that the islands are too far away from the mainland USA, which is the primary habitat for the birds. Seagulls are land-dependent seabirds that do not travel long distance across the sea. Hawaii also does not provide a suitable habitat for seagulls, as they face the lack of suitable habitat, the presence of predators, and the competition from other bird species. So I'm just really surprised maybe they have, that people haven't taken seagulls and tried to import them into Hawaii because, I mean, you go to the ocean, what do you expect to see? Waves, for one, sand, for the other, and seagulls. Right. Even though seagulls are not normally found in Hawaii, there are some species that may visit the island. Although this isn't common and there are no seagull species that have Hawaii listed as a breeding, nesting, and migrating area, Wikipedia does, however, list the following seagull species. Well, what does Wikipedia know? People like us or me look at Wikipedia. So Luke Skywalker was originally named Luke Skykiller. I'm glad they went with Walker. The sound of Darth Vader's difficult breathing was made with a scuba regulator. I could see that. That doesn't surprise me. All right, so since I've switched, I was just reading the comments, since I've switched to this, less than 2%. So it had to be that page I was on eating up the bandwidth, because now there's not a problem. 0.2% and 0% for the other. Isn't that something? That's crazy. All right, so the pound symbol, I wish they'd get rid of that thing on the side. Let me find that one. Number 36 there. The pound symbol isn't officially called a hashtag or a pound. It's technically called an octiothrope. The octio means 8 to refer to its points. What does the thrope mean? Respair. Why do I want to know what respair is? A 15th century word meaning fresh hope or a recovery from despair. A group of stingrays is called a fever. The plural of cul-de-sac is culs-de-sac. Huh. The term lawn mullet means having a nearly manicured front yard and an unmowed mess in the back. Huh. Let's see. Moons can have moons, and they are called moons. All right, so the word goodbye, I guess because it's hyphenated, it's only one word, is a contraction of God be with ye. Believing in Santa Claus cultivates a child's imagination and the ability to think of possibilities, and potentialities. Okay? A 50% off sign increases sales even if shoppers don't know the original price or what a reasonable price for the product would be. Hmm. So one of the NBA's top scorers, this is 53 there. I'm sorry. Yeah, 53. One of the NBA's top scorers, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, made only one three-point shot in his entire 20-year career. Now, one thing that pops in my mind right there is how many years of Kareem's career, how many years did they have a three-point shot? 3 points. Any idea? You two? Any idea? Let's just look it up. How long? When did the three-point become? When was a three-point shot introduced? And I can't type without looking at the keyboard. Introduced to basketball. All right, so just for a blip there, it said 1984. All right, so oh, that's college basketball. I don't want to know in college. He was talking about, let's look at this first one. Okay. Since its introduction to the NBA in 1979, it has completely changed the way basketball is played. Okay, so 79. Oh, keep going back. I can't even begin to spell this. So it was introduced in 79. Paste that. What? No, you little hunk of junk, you. I want to copy this. I want to paste it here. Career. So he retired in 1989. So 10 years. Okay, that's a long time. 10 years he only made one 3-point shot. That's because he couldn't. I watched him play, and one thing that always stands out about that, he wasn't very physical. And when I say that, he he didn't travel the court bunches. I mean, there's some games I would watch, and he would be in it, and he almost stayed not in one end of the court or the other. You know, it was just he just didn't go from end to end of the court very well, and it was hard for him to, I'm sure, to get down there. He's a big dude, but yeah, it always seemed like he was always, by the time he made it to half court, the play down on the other end was done, and so they would just throw it back to him, and he would just, slam dunk it. A griggle is an apple left on the tree because it is too small to pick. The chess term checkmate is from a 14th century Arabic phrase, shahamat, meaning the king is helpless. See, how do you get checkmate from shahamat? That don't make sense. I have no idea. A kameh, is the hybrid offspring of a camel and a llama. I can't talk. Someone who suffers from antidaeophobia, number 60 there, believes that somewhere, somehow, a duck or goose is constantly watching them. I've got to look this one up too. All right, whatever you're doing there, stop it. Put that in there. Oh my gosh. Why isn't my copy paste functions working here? Ask me anything. There. Yeah, doesn't tell me how to say it. Is an irrational fear of ducks or other waterfowls. Okay, so it is a specific type of phobia, which is an anxiety disorder characterized by intense and persistent fear of a particular object or situation. The fear may stem from a traumatic experience with the animals when young, or it could be related to the fear of their wide beaks, fluffy feathers, or noisy quacks. So which is it? Fear of ducks, goose, or particular object? Anatidaeophobia. Okay. Not necessarily watching you, but a fear of ducks or geese. So, okay. The word everywhen, Has anybody ever heard of Everwin? Everywin? I, I've been around. I've been around the English language daggone mostly all my life, and I have never heard of Everywin. Right down there, 61. Everywin. Everywin means all the time or always. Well, yeah, goose can be very vicious, you know, just like some chickens. You don't, I mean, and they're big birds with long necks and they're quick and they will bite. Everywin. All right, copy that. Let's look this up. Paste it. Meaning. First recorded in 1655 to 1665. Every plus when. I don't every when. It is a word. I have never seen it, never heard of it, never heard of it used, never read it until today. Every when. That blows my mind. So the black dot on the inside surface of a monarch's wing distinguishes the male monarch butterfly from the female, which has no spot. Let's look at monarch butterfly. Like bigly. Is bigly a real word? I think you're just making stuff up. I want to fact check you. Oh. Did I not type bigly? No. Hell, I have to type bidly. Let's go bigly. Yeah. Large or great in dimensions, bulk or extent, large or great in quantity, number, or amount, operating on a large scale, capital, whatever. Oh, that's big. Hell. Bigly is an adverb meaning in a big way, strongly, or boastful. It is also an adjective meaning pleasantly habitable. Learn the origin, word story, and how to use bigly. So use it in the sentence, we're going to reduce taxes bigly. It sounds like a Willy Wonka word. Bigly. We're going to make chocolate bars bigly. All right. The German word Kummerspeck literally translates to grief bacon or sorrow fat. It refers to weight gain due to emotional eating. Rap rage is the anger and frustration felt when you are unable to open packages. Boanthropy is a psychological disorder where people think they're cows. In the original Italian version of Cinderella, the benevolent fairy godmother figure was a cat. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. 73. New Yorkers bite 10 times more people than sharks do worldwide each year. So I guess if somebody gets bitten by another person, they got to ask them, do you consider yourself a New Yorker? Or are they talking about New York City people or people in the state? I don't know, but still yet. That's funny. That's pretty funny. Candyland was created 70 years ago to give kids stuck in polio wards a way to vicariously move freely in the pursuit of delights. The original board featured a boy in a leg brace about to walk through the starting gate of the game. Just 30 minutes of daily complaining can physically damage your brain. Listening to someone constantly complaining also negatively affects brain function. Rocky Road ice cream was originally marketed during the Great Depression as a metaphor for coping with the economic crash. So, and I heard this lately, 80 down here. I heard this talked about on the Joe Rogan podcast. And my wife, who is a Titanic buff, I asked her about it, and she said that it was, I guess, partially true. I have, is this one? Ophidiophobia. What is that? Did you just make that up? I can't copy that. Ophida. Is this the thing? DIA phobia? Phobia? Fear of snakes. Well, a lot of people have that. My father-in-law literally, if it's a rubber snake on the porch, it freaks him out. Yeah, he does not like snakes at all in any form or fashion. Play, toy, fake, lookalikes, nothing. He does not like snakes. So, fact 80, the Titanic's Chief Baker nonchalantly stepped off the stern of the sinking liner and calmly paddled around until he was rescued at dawn. Expert notes that he survived the disaster by getting completely drunk. So that's, I can't tell the whole story, but he did drink before the ship went down. The story he told was that he stayed on the ship until the stern was the only thing up out of the water, and then swam off the back. And he didn't get picked up. You know, he had to tread water or stay afloat until the next day. There you go, Robert. Snakes do not have eyelids, so they're watching you all the time. Right now, no snake is closing its eyes because it's watching Robert, waiting for him to go to bed so it can slither up the toilet drain and bite you on the buttocks at your morning constitution. Snakes do not have eyelids, although they cannot close their eyes while they are sleeping. They can close their retinas. Interesting. The Incredible Hulk was initially supposed to be gray, but according to Stan Lee, an issue with the printer turned the Hulk green. Okay, let's try this and then we got to go. Been on here 49 minutes. It says here, if you type the word askew into the Google search box, the entire page will tilt slightly. So we're going to go, let's go first go to Google. I don't know if that's it right there, but we're going to go to Google. No, no, no. No, no, no. What are we going? Google.com. Do I want a Gmail? If I wanted Gmail, dude, I would have asked for Gmail. I wanted Google.com, bonehead. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Can I not get to Google.com? I just want to do this little thing. Search Google. Let's go there. Let's go search Google. Okay, then ask you. There it is. It did it. Well, what do you know? More askew. See if we can get it to do it again. Oh, look, see? It did do it. Well, isn't that something? Well, there's your fun fact. Okay, so 51 minutes. What did we learn? Wombats has square poop. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar only scored 3 points in his one. He only scored 3 points in his entire career. And typing askew into the Google search makes it go askew. What was that one I was going to remember? Daggone it. We looked it up, talked about it. Everwhen. That's it. Everwhen should not be a true word, people. I don't care. Everwhen should not be a true word. I gotta ask my wife if she's ever heard of everwhen. I don't think that's right. I just don't think that's right. All right. So, fun facts were pretty fun. We found and learned some stuff. We found out Robert's being constantly watched by every snake in the land, and they're waiting for him to go to bed. So, Robert, pull your covers up tight, stick your head out, just your eyeballs out, and look around and watch for the snakes to come out and slither around your feet. Weren't you the one that said one time you went camping and there was a copper or a snake or something under your tent or under your sleeping bag? Or was it in your sleeping bag? Or was it something you dreamed? I'm pretty sure you were told a story like that, wasn't it? I'm waiting for Robert's reply. I'm waiting for Robert's reply. I'm waiting for Robert's reply. Robert's not replying. Did he go to the bathroom? Okay. Well, I'll find out the story and relay it to the next show. Okay. So, yes, under his sleeping bag. All right. So, it was trying to get into your bag, dude. Just admit it. He was going to slither in there in the middle of the night and bite you. Don't worry. He's not in your bed now. He didn't follow you home. He hasn't been waiting all this time. Yeah. He's not there waiting for you. All right. So nobody dream about snakes tonight. Everwhen is not a real word. Just wipe that out of your mind. Wipe that completely out of your mind. We're going to say it's not a real word. And tune in next Thursday for another live Minutes with Milo show, we hope. So let me turn this on again. Okay, there we go. Get that going. All right, let's see if I can stop this show and not look like a complete idiot. Ready?